Rari. So, Rari is an NFT building infrastructure like protocol, and it did incredibly well in the last bull cycle. The thing is it's quite a way away from that price now, and I think its success is going to be dependent on an NFT run. So we're going to take a look at what the probability of that is in this video. Before I get into any of it though, if you're new to this channel, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying all of these coins up. These were cryptos that I expected were going to make me a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them. And this is what these coins were worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these coins hit around about 16 months on. And these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into these coins. So if you'd have done that for every single one, in that time you'd have made over 123 grand. Now the thing is obviously we're in a bull cycle right now. If you've got cryptos you're not confident in, you've got to get that sorted. If you don't know where to start, have a look at copymycrypto.com. So this is the site I run where I share all the coins I own with my members. So whenever I find a crypto that I think is going to make a ton of money, I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the coin that I found and the price that I'm going to buy it at. Whenever I sell one of the cryptos I own, I do the same thing. So my members get in and out of coins, same price as me, they make the same profit, and they have no work to do. If you go onto the site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. You'll see some of my past successes. You can see my members' testimonials on the service they get. It's all public record, whether it is a meme coin my members got in on and did a 300x in a couple of weeks, whether it is Phantom, which in the last bull cycle did nearly a 700x and made millionaires. All of it is on the history of this channel. And if after reading through the site and verifying it all, you want to hear more, you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners this year, all you've got to do to find out about them is join up on the site. Now Rari, so last bull cycle, killed it, right? Ran up to $63, which bear in mind at points, it was as low as 30 cents. That's a good couple 100x, right? Now, Rari, as I said, is a NFT building protocol. So it's an open source free to use infrastructure for building NFT apps and experiences. They also have the Rari chain, which is a secure and low cost Ethereum layer 3 chain that guarantees royalty payments through enforcement on the node level. Now actually that is a very, very good idea, particularly with NFTs which have royalties attached to them. You have to make sure that that can be fully enforced. So that is a great concept. The Rari Foundation represents the Rari DAO, and they're committed to broadening the NFT use case horizon by creating a creator-centric, fully decentralized ecosystem. The Rari DAO governs the DAO treasury, the ecosystem growth of the Rarible protocol, and the Rari chain. So, and the vision is brought to life through the Rari token, of course. Now, when we take a look at the Rari Foundation, as you can see, they're talking about shaping the future of on-chain commerce. So they're trying to align creators, communities, and builders through the decentralization concept. Now, the current treasury is around $5 million. And we can see what the distribution is of the token. 10% was airdropped, 30% was investors and team, 20% incentives, and 40% DAO treasury. And it's designed to basically drive the ecosystem forward. They do have governance. I'm not a fan of governance at all, so I tend to avoid talking about governance. It just doesn't work. It's too broken in most places. Rarible itself, so let's have a look at a couple of the ecosystem points. So you've got rarible.com, rarible.fun. And then obviously they've got their API. So this is the real-time on-chain infrastructure. And then you've got Rarible X, which is a platform for on-chain commerce, and Rari Chain, which is the royalties at node level. So each one shows how you can build with, so Rari Chain is obviously building with the royalties. So it ensures that people that are trying to build potentially works of art, digital works of art, can have success. Rari Fun. So this is shows the kind of situation at the moment. So sales. So this one is an example, 215 sales, the working bun. You've got 169 sales here of Nasi's member card, 542 sales of Mega Rebel. Now that's quite interesting because the floor of this is 89.5 ETH, so that's no small thing. Pika, so I guess it's Pika. Oh, there's variations of Pikachu, is it? Okay, so apparently that's quite popular here. And then there's Rarible.com, where this is where you can create an NFT if you want. Try and create a piece of art, see if people want to buy it. Again, you can have a look and see how what the volume changes are for a lot of these. If we're diving into the NFT space, which is probably what needs to happen here, what we will see. So overall NFT stats. So let's have a look at where the NFT space is right now. So 24-hour sales. See, 24-hour sales, 2.8 million. This is dramatically off where we were. Don't forget, like, there were points where it was 33 billion a day, or a month rather. We are miles off the season that we had in 2021, and I don't think that's returning yet. I think most people now do view NFTs as kind of useless. I think, and that's the reality. A lot of NFTs are useless. They don't have a use case. You can call them art, and that's obviously to the eye of the beholder. I personally don't look at a Pudgy Penguin and view it as art. I certainly don't look at Bored Apes and view it as art. I view them as cartoons that somehow garnered enough attention that they became valuable. And the reality is, with all NFTs, they're only as valuable as people think. And that's also true of pretty much everything, right? Except for stuff like gold. And even then, that's still true there. So I don't think there's any evidence to suggest we're going to have a big NFT run this year. Interesting that Pudgy Penguins came out and has done very, very well. So maybe that could suggest that we're going to have a kind of NFT season. But right now, there is no evidence to suggest that. So I look at this as a coin that's probably only going to peak out at maybe $4 or $5. And the reason for that, again, is I don't think there's generally the interest in NFTs right now. Now, if some quality projects are built, quality NFT projects that do very, very well, and I use quality loosely, but let's call it successful, right? If something like Pudgy Penguins that really garnered a ton of success was built with Rari in some way, shape, or form, that would catapult it forward, and maybe it could get way past $5. But right now, the reality is there's no evidence to suggest we're going to have an NFT run. I think now there will be another NFT run when NFTs begin to have better use cases, more than just cartoons, more than just digital art. And we're just not there yet. There's starting to be some real quality projects, but we're too far away right now from my perspective. But I am curious to hear what people think on this. Is anyone sitting there owning a ton of NFTs thinking that they're going to come back into fashion? People are going to start buying them up again? Does anyone think we're going to have a crazy NFT cycle again? Let me know in the comments. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle. And if you've got cryptos you're not happy with or not performing for you, get onto copymycrypto.com, have a read through the site. On there, you will see some of the profits my members have made. You will see some of my past successes, whether it was a meme coin that did a 300x in a couple of weeks or Phantom that did a 700x. You will see my members' testimonials on the site about the service they get at Copy My Crypto. On the site, I share with my members every single coin I own. Whenever I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to be buying or selling and the price I'm going to be buying or selling at. So all my members are in and out of coins at the same price as me, so they make the same profit and they have no work to do. But read through the site, get on it, and if you like what you see and you want to find out the winners this year, all you have to do that is join up on the site, guys.